Lesson 37 is about adding and subtracting decimal numbers. The problems that we're going to have are something like this. Let's add 3 and 4 tenths plus 26 hundredths plus 3 tenths. Now the key thing with these types of problems, the key thing is going to be to line up the place values. When we line up the place values, we're going to line up the decimal point. We're going to write line up the place values vertically, because that's how we're going to solve each one of these. So, 3.4. Let's write that one out first. We're doing this vertically, up and down. So 3.4 plus 0.26. So notice, when we add decimals, the ones place is always stacked on top of each other, the tenths place is stacked on top of each other, and then we're going to have the hundredths place stacked on top of each other. We're going to add a 0 after the 4 in order to have the right amount of digits so we have the place values filled. Then we have 0.3. So we've got 0 in the ones, 3 in the tenths, and we've got 0 in the hundredths. We're adding. Now that everything's lined up, we can go ahead and solve. We've got 0 plus 6 plus 0. That's 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 3 more is 9. Our decimal points are all lined up very nicely, so we'll bring them straight down. And then we've got 3 plus 0 plus 0. That must be 3. So we've got our answer. Our answer must be 3 and 96 hundredths, or 3.96. We did that by lining up the place values vertically. Let's go ahead and do that again on our next example. Alright, here we're going to subtract. We've got 4 and 56 hundredths minus 2 and 3 tenths. So, 4.56. We know the 4 is in the ones, the 5 is in the tenths, and the 6 is in the hundredths. And we're going to take 2.3 away from that. So we're going to have 2.3. We want all of our place values to be filled, so we're going to add a 0. So we've got something in the hundredth spot of our second number. Now, let's go ahead and subtract. We've got 6 minus 0. That's 6. We've got 5 minus 3. It's going to give us 2. Decimal points are lined up, come straight down when we're working with subtraction of decimals. Then we've got 4 minus 2. That's 2. So we've got 2 and 26 hundredths, or 2.26. We've got our final answer. Remember, the answer to a subtraction problem is always called the difference. Lesson practice will be on page 194. Make sure you got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.